Okay, so we are Melbourne Coding Club. I'm Raymond.
Senthil,
Sachin,
and Dipto.
Okay, today we are going to present you this smart candidate screening system. Okay, so what the problem is we're facing is it's difficult and lengthy and expensive to screen job applicants. And as many as 90% of companies admit to recruiting the wrong people each year. So what we have to do is we have a system here for you to identify relevant experience by text-based analysis on CV, LinkedIn profile, and the web scraping. And besides, we have this new motivation and talent system by using the sentiment analysis, and that you can actually use this to screen the determine the motivation and drive of a candidate, and also we can ascertain the trustworthiness of the applicants. So this is our potential customers: enterprises, the HR department, and the recruiting agencies, and the candidates themselves, and the freelancers can use our system. So let me pass this to Senthil. He can actually explain further.
Thank you, Ray, for giving me an opportunity. I just wanted to share the user journey, how the system can be used by different users. We talked about candidates, freelancers, and as well as the enterprise. I'll show up a user journey of a candidate coming on board using a web interface. He can answer the questionnaire which is being provided by the recruitment agency, and then we also giving an opportunity for the candidate to upload his voice or a video for the certain set of questions which is pre-populated by the candidate, the recruitment agency itself. What the system does is capture the video and audio. It's a preference for the candidate. You can choose which way you want to take. Those are all stored in a centralized repository that will be fed into the further analysis. Specifically, the audio part gets into the Watson, do the sentimental analysis, and provide some extracted metrics which can help in improving the candidate screening section. That's one part, and the other one is video is also enabling convert that video into the audio streaming, and then use that feed as a further analysis, what I talked about earlier. So basically, we are collecting a set of questionnaire, and you are replacing a chatbot or a voice agent instead of a human interaction, which normally takes place. The recruitment agency call you, say, do you got a time today? Can you talk 3 minutes or 2 minutes? Or you wanted to arrange a different time? What does web interface is, as a candidate, I'll choose what time I wanted to present this video, or if I wanted to make a phone call with a chatbot or a voice bot, is going to call me on the scheduled time which is I'm comfortable with. And the chatbot will call me and say, Senthil, are you ready to answer the question today? Are you in the best mood to say this? I'm saying yes, and the set of questions is going to go, and I will respond within the time frame or time window which has been already preset, and that data gets into the Watson, where I said will be used for sentiment analysis, and it's going to fed into the what do you call this, a further filtering mechanism, which we are talking about clustering, where we can group the candidates on a certain bucket, whether he is in a top category, which the recruitment agency or the enterprise is after, what talent pool they are looking for, whether it's a technical skill or the sentiment analysis. Also, we are planning to implement where communication skill, for example, is required, and the video can also be inputted to OpenCVI, which is going to do eyeball tracking, which also capture the body language of the candidate, and it will disseminate the the confidence level. Is he, yeah. So these are all pulled into the further bucket, and then which is what we're going to use further clustering mechanism. I'll hand over to Sachin, who will explain a little bit on the tail end, which is going to be the final output or outcome.
So the whole idea is clustering the candidates that we have into two, and yeah, so the whole idea behind the algorithm behind clustering we use is one of the most researched and most commonly most famous k-means algorithm that is provided by the IBM Watson. So we use that, and we use the k-means algorithm for clustering into two, and we decide which cluster represents the high value candidates and the low value candidates. The high value candidates cluster is obviously going to be selected by the recruiter, and they're going to be shortlisted for the next round. So this is the architecture diagram, where we've used a visualization API as well, that is the Plotly, OpenCV, and as it was discussed before.
Just wanted to add on the web interface, right? The main intention is we're getting candidates can get a feedback earlier on than normal wait time normally happens in the industry. You don't need to wait like whether I would get a call or not. So that's the idea behind it.
Cool.
Thank you.
So in this demo, you can analyze a live feed between a real candidate, either a pre-recorded video or as an assistant when you do an interview. So Sachin, Senthil, can you tell me about your previous employers?
Yeah, I was working for an energy company for about 6 years, and it was a good time, great experience working with the really talented people. I would say I learned a lot than the previous career of like 8 years in that 6 year span. I would say most enjoyable, where the place you can explore your internal potential. That's what I can tell. They gave an opportunity to go beyond my normal self, I would say.
Why do you want to work for Spotify?
Spotify, yeah, I'm keen on getting on board with the new technology set and the young talents. For me, I just wanted to be along with that strong and curious mindset, I would say. That is the main idea behind for me to work with the Spotify website.
All right, so based on the this short few seconds video, we can actually show the sentiment analysis on a Excel spreadsheet format. So what it looks like, it basically recorded for the first question and the second question, how much enthusiasm is this person have, and you can plot a chart that can be further analyzed using IBM Watson and so on.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.